Okay. Well, that does it. Let's get out of here.
Oh, one moment, Mr. Hudson. There is something more.
What's that? Where's that stuff? What's in those cartons?
Something very valuable. Payment to our employer, not our business.
Look, my deal was to deliver the guns, that's all. Now, whatever's in those cartons, I don't want any part of it. Listen, you hear me? Get that stuff off the truck.
يا سيدي شفت البترول 7 كيلومترات من هنا وجايين على الطريق ده خلينا ماشيين اوام
ماشي كده هنا.
We must leave now. There's a patrol coming down the road.
No, wait a minute. Let's get
this.
We
have no time. If the French get us, we could be killed.
Let's get this straightened out right now.
Why you stop?
I gotta get some rest. I can't even keep my eyes open.
No. You rest in Tangier.
What's the rush? Are those cartons? I've got a pretty good idea what's in them. I'll stop at the first village we get to and call him, tell him to pick up this stuff. But I gotta get some sleep.
You drive to Tangier.
Well, you're not gonna pull a gun on me.
Young man in the truck speeding away from death on a road in Morocco is Noel Hudson, an American. He fancies himself a soldier of fortune, running guns to a group of Arab nationalists. But now, adventure has turned to terror. Noel Hudson has good reason to be terrified. There is some doubt that he will ever again be seen alive. Well, what is the mysterious cargo that Noel is so frightened of? As sure as my name is Boris Karloff, you'll learn the answer to that and many other mysteries in Morocco as you view The Man in the Cage from the novel by John Holbrook Vance. Our leading players are Mr. Philip Carey, Miss Diana Millay, Master Barry Gordon, Mr. Theodore Marcuse, Mr. Al Ruscio, and Mr. Eduardo Cianelli. Smuggling, murder, and North African intrigue are the exciting ingredients of this thriller.
Customer.
I wired a reservation. My name's Darrell Hudson.
Oh, yes, Mr. Hudson. Welcome to Tangier, Mr. Hudson.
Thank you.
We have a very nice room for you, if you'll be so kind to register.
Have my bag sent up to my room. I'll be going out for a while.
Certainly, Mr. Hudson.
You pay me. Hey, mister.
Yes?
Mr. Hudson, are you Noel Hudson, brother?
That's right. You know him?
Noel and me, we like this.
Noel Hudson's brother just arrived.
When was the last time you saw Noel?
3 weeks. I take you to Noel's place. He live in Medina.
What's the Medina?
For it's same like Casbah, like a movie. Come with me to Casbah, like that.
What's your name?
Everybody call me Slip Slip. But come on, boss, I take you. $1. Pretty cheap, huh? $1, please.
You'll get it when I'm sure this is Noel's place.
You pretty smart cookie.
What do you want?
I believe Noel Hudson lives here.
Go away, or I'll call the police. I want no trouble.
I'm Noel's brother.
You have proof?
I have a letter. Do you know his handwriting?
Show me. You will find nothing, monsieur. Twice now the room has been broken into.
What were they looking for?
Oh, I don't know. Je ne sais pas.
You know who they were?
I don't know. But that boy who is with you, he is a thief. Could be one of those who broke in.
When did you last see Noel?
3 weeks ago.
Do you know where he went?
Oh, I do not ask his business. But the letter you have from him tells you nothing.
I haven't been able to find out where he mailed it from. Maybe you can help.
The postmark is too blurred, monsieur. You want me to hold the room for him?
Yes. You know this woman?
No.
May I have my key, please?
Oh, yes, sir. Just one moment, sir. Mr. McKinstry. This is Mr. Hudson.
Mr. Upshaw wants to talk to you.
Oh. And who's Mr. Upshaw?
My uncle.
Congratulations.
You're looking for your brother, aren't you?
That's right.
Then I think you'd better talk to my uncle.
Perhaps I'd better.
Over here.
Mr. Upshaw?
Mr. Hudson. Arthur Upshaw, your servant, sir. This is Duff McKinstry, my nephew, and Ellen McKinstry, my niece.
Noel's brother. I must say he was better looking.
Was? You have a reason to use that tense?
Just the cynicism of the young, Mr. Hudson. Drink?
Oh, thanks.
Ellen, if you don't mind, this is men's talk.
Good luck with the men, Mr. Hudson.
Well, sir, sit down. Sit down. Now, sir, About your brother. You cabled him $1,000 3 weeks ago, care of Tangiers Express. He did not pick up the money. They notified you, you were worried, and so you've come here to find out what happened to him.
How do you know this?
We know these things.
It's true. He sent me a letter, told me he was in trouble, needed some money, wanted to come home.
Interesting. Do you have the letter in your possession?
Yes. As a matter of fact, parts of it puzzle me.
Maybe I can clear it up. The letter, please.
It's a personal letter. It wouldn't mean a thing to you.
My uncle has a right to see it.
Hold your tongue, Duff. Mr. Hudson, I believe I do have a right to see the letter. When he disappeared, Noel was in my employ.
What sort of work was Noel doing for you?
I had entrusted Noel to deliver a certain cargo for me. He delivered the cargo and received payment in return. And then he apparently, as you Americans say, flew the coop.
Then why don't you call the police?
I don't think that would be very practical. You see, the transaction was an illegal one. I'm a smuggler, sir. Still a gentleman, I hope.
I gather the payment Noel received wasn't in cash. What was it?
That's of no consequence. I've told you everything I know. Now I think you have an obligation to show me that letter.
I'm sorry, Mr. Upshaw. I don't think so. I don't think there's anything in it that can help you.
I'll be the judge of that.
We're after two different things, Mr. Upshaw. You're after your payment, whatever it is. I'm after my brother, and I hope he's alive. This letter seems to be my only bargaining asset. I'll have to do this my way.
Tangiers is a very dangerous city. A stranger on such a quest as yours might make a fatal error.
Is that a threat, Mr. Upshaw?
It's advice from one gentleman to another. Your servant, sir, for the present. Duff?
My uncle is a gentleman, Mr. Hudson, but I'm not. Remember that.
Ellen?
Yes, sir.
Martini, please.
Well, you came to the right place. This is the martini capital of the world.
You wouldn't happen to know a Noel Hudson?
Yeah, I know him. I haven't seen him in quite a while, though. You, Mr. Burnett?
Nope.
Mr. Burnett sells high-quality automobiles in case you need another silver-plated sports job.
Not just now. I'm only in town long enough to locate my brother.
You know his brother?
That's right.
Well, I'm glad to know you. My name is Phil Beresford.
What's Noel done?
I don't know. He's disappeared.
Well, have you checked with Arthur Upshaw? I used to work for him.
Yeah? Nothing.
Where did you get that?
My name's Hudson.
But his name is Hudson.
Well, that's the way the system works. Quite often, brothers have the same last name.
When was the last time you saw Noel?
That one had a dinner date with me 3 weeks ago and never showed up.
Just call her T-Bone. She likes steaks. Big, thick ones.
Are you the brother that makes so much money building highways?
I'm an engineer.
Are you married?
T-Bone, lay off. I saw him first.
You already married. Your wife.
Monsieur Daryl Hudson?
Here.
There is a call at the desk for a Monsieur Daryl Hudson.
You can take it here.
Hello, this is Daryl Hudson. Who's this?
My name is not important. I have some information about your brother that might be helpful to you.
Can you come right over to my hotel?
That would be dangerous, Mr. Hudson. I was employed there as clerk until a week ago, when Mr. Upshaw discharged me.
Where can we meet?
At my apartment. ask there for the House of the Seven Widows. I am on the second floor, the red door. The red door at the end of the hall.
I understand. I'll be right there.
No, Mr. Hudson. In 1 hour. Be sure you're not followed. Be there at 7.
Excusez-moi, Maison Seven Widows. Send a drink out to my room. Make it a double. Thanks.
Fast, sir. Mr. Darrell Hudson, I'm Inspector Laboudy of the Tangier Police. May I come in, please?
I was just going to bed, Inspector.
So early? For a tourist? Especially an American, you're quite unique. It won't take too long. First of all, may I see your passport?
It's on the bed. I hope there isn't any trouble, Inspector.
For an inspector of police, there is always trouble. A beautiful woman.
Oh, yes.
Your brother had a taste for beautiful women.
Had a taste?
You are seeking your brother, that is not so?
Yes.
This evening in the Medina, a man was tortured to death.
That's horrible.
Yes, he had been a clerk here until a week ago. His name was Ali Artouf.
Oh?
Yes, he had been friendly with your brother. Perhaps you and he had been in communication.
No.
Doesn't it seem to you, Mr. Hudson, that the first thing one should do who is interested in finding a missing person is to contact the police?
I meant to. Actually, I haven't had the time.
Mr. Hudson, I've taken the liberty of booking you for passage on the next open flight from Tangier, Thursday morning.
That's only 48 hours. Why?
One American has disappeared under mysterious circumstances. We do not want another to disappear, you understand? You will be on that flight. You don't have to be ashamed of doing your own laundry, Mr. Hudson. While traveling, I've often been forced to do the same. Good night, sir, and a pleasant journey home.
Good night. I got your message.
Well, sit down.
What's on your mind?
I'm supposed to persuade you to give up that letter. Even to the point of using my womanly wiles. Think it might work?
But not right now. Thanks, anyway.
If Uncle Arthur doesn't recover the goods your brother went west with, he's bankrupt. Me along with him.
Well, you can always get a job.
That's a disgusting thought.
Breakfast will be ready as soon as Mr. Burdett and Mama finish their morning tete.
Thank you. That's your breakfast?
I'm thoroughly dissolute, to the point of being only too willing to double-cross Duff and Uncle Arthur. With your help, of course.
Meaning what?
The package Noel disappeared with that Uncle Arthur was so reticent to discuss. Any idea what it is?
No.
Heroin, Mr. Hudson. Roughly $1 million worth of pure heroin.
Noel wouldn't have anything to do with that kind of stuff.
Let's work together. Give me the letter. I have a car, I speak French and Arabic, and I know my way around. We'll help each other,
Excuse me, boss. I found a man who knows where is your brother.
Where is he?
You come.
Excuse me.
Boss, this is the man.
What do you know about my brother?
I know where he can be located.
You have proof?
No, not with me. There is another man you must see.
Why didn't he come with you?
He is too old. Cannot travel.
Where is this man?
In Tires. I take you in my car. His name, Gilali.
Gilali, you say you know where my brother is?
Biyisil etha teraf ehufen.
Hada awak.
See, here is proof. This photograph, taken 1 week ago. Your brother, alive and well.
This picture was taken a year ago. You cut the girl out of it. What kind of a trick are you trying to pull?
Yes, it was a trick. A foolish trick. But we do know where your brother is. The French have captured him. We know a man who can get him released. But in exchange, we must have the letter he sent you.
If the French had him, I'd know about it. I should have realized all you want is that letter.
Do you have the letter with you?
No, and it doesn't mention your stinking heroin.
Then you do know. You and your brother were partners to sell it, eh?
You're out of your mind. And I'm getting out of here.
No, you cannot go.
You're gonna stop me?
Stop! You're dying.
Your friend speaks enough English.
Sit down. Raise your hands. And المكتوب مش ما.
فين المكتوب؟
Where is the letter?
Remember the man in the House of the Seven Widows. In your case, I can do even more. Noel murdered my brother, Kazim. He left him in the desert for the vultures. It is only right I do the same to his brother. No, no!
Stop!
Once more, where is the letter?
I mailed it to myself. Care of Tangier Express.
In Tangier? رسالة مكتوب توصل تانجير اكسبريس.
عند اكتوبر.
You will write Tangier Express. Tell them to give the letter to the man who brings your passport, right? Right! Turn around. Get in.
Get in. Look, you're gonna get the letter. What more do you want?
Nothing. If the letter helps us. If not, we will see when we come back.
Do you know what happened to my brother?
No. Meanwhile, this is a good place for you. We keep the animals here. Get in.
If you do not obey, I will kill you now.
شوفوا شوفوا
المكتوب هذه هو المكتوب المكتوب
لازم ادري المكتوب.
Don't move. Tell the old man to hand me his gun.
اديه المسدس اديه المسدس.
Now the letter, passport, and wallet. Quick now. Okay, turn around.
This is impossible. You were in the cage.
يندق تنايل قب.
What did he say?
He said you might as well kill us. If you do not, our people will. We have failed.
What do you mean, your people? Arthur Upshaw?
No, you do not understand. Upshaw was to deliver us a certain number of weapons in exchange for the heroin. We only received 2 shipments out of a promised 20.
The letter really means a lot to you.
The letter means our lives.
Suppose I let you read it in return for some straight answers. Is it a deal?
في علينا نقرأ المكتوب. إذا بن رود كم جواب.
All right. What are your questions?
What was the name of the place Noel delivered the guns?
El Mazida, some 200 kilometers south.
You pick up the heroin in the same place?
Yes. And then he disappeared.
He was driving a truck, wasn't he? A man can disappear into thin air, but a truck...
Now, we have searched the whole area. We know the spot where my brother was killed. He drove from there then to a hotel, some 12 kilometers south. He stayed at the hotel overnight. Then in the morning, he drove away.
What was the name of the hotel?
The Regit de Tap. The letter. You did not intend to let us read it, eh?
Help yourself.
Dear Darrell, trouble has caught up with me, and I've got to yell for help. I need $1,000 to settle a few bills and buy a ticket home. Wire the money to me, care of Tangier Express. I'll collect when and if I get there. I just figured a way to copper my bets. I think I'll be safe as far as Tangier. See you soon, I hope. Noel. This says nothing.
That's what I told you.
Ambutlu minihi. Yorsei elf real shan. Yorsei ila peladohu. Oh, there is one question. What he means, copper my bets.
I wish I knew.
The gun, please.
I think I'll keep it.
Mr. Hudson?
Phil?
What do you have?
Well, boss, the man gave you word about Noel. You learned something?
Now, you keep your double-dealing carcass away from me. Far away.
Nice going, Mr. Hudson. That little beggar's the biggest pest in town.
Au revoir, Burdett.
Oh, Mr. Burdett.
Good evening, Mr. Hudson.
You get a good car to rent?
We sometimes make deals to lease cars.
I just want it for a day.
Where are you going?
I've got a tip about Noel. Might not mean anything, but I've got one day to check it out before I leave here.
Oh. Well, I'll get you one of our demonstrators. How soon do you want it?
Tomorrow morning be fine. Say about 7?
I'll be waiting out front. Good night.
Thank you. How did you get in here?
I bribed the clerk.
Did you go through all my stuff?
I have to talk to you, Daryl.
Daryl? Well, now it's those womanly wiles, huh?
Uncle Arthur kicked me out.
Why? Because you couldn't get me to change my mind this morning?
I came here to warn you. This letter of yours has become an obsession. He'll get it if he has to kill you.
Nice of you to warn me. Now what's your gimmick?
Gimmick?
Your angle. Everybody in this town has got a gimmick.
If you'd pay for my passage to the States.
Good evening, Alden.
I don't remember inviting you in.
I'm afraid, Mr. Hudson, there's no longer time for the social amenities.
You're way over my head, Mr. Upshaw.
The letter, please. Now.
I thought I made myself clear on that.
Stop it!
Back up! Back up! Push me 1 inch further and I'll load this thing in both of you.
Daryl!
Get out. Move!
You'll regret this, Mr. Hudson.
You better go with him.
No.
You all right?
You're leaving tomorrow?
I guess so.
Then you're giving up.
No, I found out that Noel stayed overnight at a hotel called the J'étais Up or something. I've arranged for a car. I'm going there in the morning.
Why don't we go now? I know the place and I have a car. Why wait? We can be there in the morning.
You know something? I'm beginning to like you.
Oui, it was right here.
12:10 a.m. he phoned the Balmoral Hotel, Tangier. Person to person for Mr. Duff McKinstry.
Duff obviously never got the call.
Well, somebody did look. There's a charge of 1,200 francs.
He was there that night. He and Uncle Arthur were eagerly awaiting Noel's arrival. Midnight. I think he was in the bar, but he never got the message.
And somebody intercepted the message and used the information to hijack the stuff.
Have I earned the money, monsieur?
Just one more question. Did he mail a letter from here to the United States?
That he would do in post office. Just next door. Momo, please, do not bother. I will question the postmaster for you. Pardon. Allô, Monsieur le Duc? C'est Jean Duvel. Écoutez, faites-moi le service de regarder votre livre pour le 16e du mois dernier. Est-ce qu'un Américain, il s'appelle Noël Hudson, a envoyé une lettre aux États-Unis? Oui, merci, je t'envoie. Oui. Oh, oui, j'écoute. Une carte postale et des colis. Packages. Ah, 2 colis. Bien, merci 1000 fois. He did send the letter, monsieur.
Good.
Not only that, he also sent 2 heavy cardboard boxes tout Tangier.
Did he have the address?
Mais non, contains soap powder, not with insurance, so no receipt. I have the money, monsieur.
In spades, thanks.
Merci mille fois.
So that's what Noel meant by coppering his bets. He sent the heroin ahead to Tangier safely by parcel post.
Why?
To save his life, I guess. He thought he'd be allowed to live till whoever was got the stuff.
Noel got as far as here. Then what?
I'm beginning to wonder how much farther he got. Let's take the road back to Tangier. Maybe we'll find some answers. Whoever it was could have ambushed Noel at any blind curve in the road.
The person who got the phone message.
Right. We're starting to pass some of those places now. Let's see. I'm the hijacker. I sit here and wait behind that rock. Noel comes around that turn in the truck. I still think he has the stuff with him. I pick him off. And afterwards, I have to get rid of a truck. The truck could stay hidden down there for years.
He was in the truck?
Shot through the head.
Why? He didn't have the heroin with him.
Must have shot him before they knew that.
What a way to find him.
The world was just a merry-go-round for Noel. He was always reaching for the brass ring.
I'd swear that car followed us all the way from Tangier.
Let them enjoy the ride. There's no point to it now.
Still the heroin, Darryl. Where do you think he mailed it?
If it was me, I'd have mailed it to myself. We'll see. And then we'll tell the police.
Excuse, please.
Oh, le pauvre. To die so young. I am very sorry.
The cartons are down here?
But of course, they came 2 days after he left, with a letter which said to keep them but to tell nobody. This is why I did not even tell you. I was not sure.
Two lousy cartons of white powder, and Noel had to die.
You wish to take them with you?
No. We'll have someone pick them up after we inform the police.
There it is. We were right. We figured if we just followed you long enough, you'd lead us to the stuff. Raise your hands. See if he has a gun.
No, he doesn't.
So it was you who got the message Noel left for Duff?
Mais oui. A message like that, worth $1 million? Someone had to take advantage of it.
Face the wall. All of you.
Look, Burdette, you've got what you wanted. There's no reason to kill us for it.
Turn around. But we can't possibly leave you here to identify us.
You talk too much, Perret. Go ahead. Burdette.
Inspector,
You should have been on that plane this morning, Mr. Hudson. You could very well have been killed.
how did you know we were here?
I called him.
You? I thought you were working for the other side.
Well, I work for them. I work for you. Also, I work for police. Now, Inspector, you owe me 900 francs. And you owe me 12, 14, 16, $22. Thanks, boss. And a fine week.